not happy with the practical use of calculus at that time. For him, it was not rigorous the way the mathematics was supposed to be. So he questioned the foundations of calculus in that time. So although it was true, although the results that found from calculus at that time they were true, but the methodology by which they were obtained, that was suspicious, that was not fundamentally sound. Berkeley, he made fun of Newton, saying his vanishing increments as ghosts of departed quantities. So these criticisms motivated the Grants and to give calculus a rigorous footing. So afterwards, people in mathematics, they started working to cover intuition, to frame intuition into rigorous foundations, so that they can answer each and every question in an exact manner. So what do we mean by intuition? When we try to picturize mathematical concepts, it is called intuition. So we make efforts to see mathematics, to see abstract concepts of mathematics. So, but once the rigor was brought to mathematics, it was a huge setback for our intuitions. A lot of things that we thought true were found false. So this intuition deceived us. This was a loss of trust. And in this presentation, we would like to talk about some wrong beliefs due to intuition. And we would also like to discuss, is intuition redundant or is it necessary in mathematics education? So we would start with first misconception. While drawing the graph of function, if I pick my pencil up higher, the graph would be broken. And so the function won't be continuous. It would be surprising for a student that this is wrong. So if I take, our misconception is what? There is no gap in the graph of a continuous function. This thing is wrong. If I take an example of a function from n to r, f1 is equal to n, its graph, this function has gaps, but still it is continuous. So this is very surprising. So how to explain it? What do they mean by continuity at a point? What does it mean in today's mathematics? So when we say we have fx, we have fc, we have the distance between them, which we want to make small, very small, in fact less than any positive number that comes to our mind. This thing is our goal, and this goal should be achieved near C, in some neighborhood of C. So what do we want in this neighborhood? Of course, x would be a point of the domain. We desire that our goal is accomplished. So what happens if domain is n natural numbers? If we take delta as half, then this interval intersected by domain, this would be a singleton set. The neighborhood can be a singleton set. It's how strange. It's very, it may sound very peculiar that it would be a singleton set. So if I have this x belongs to that singleton set, our goal would always be true, because in our neighborhood there is only a single point, and the distance that is 0, and that is less than any epsilon that comes to our mind, and this makes our function continuous. This is a continuous function, although it has gaps, but still it is a continuous function. So we have this, the collection of points, the point in the middle that is alone. Such a point is called an isolated point. We can always find a corresponding delta for such a point. We can conclude from here that the function is always continuous at such point, and in n, in set of all natural number, every point is isolated. So we can have some lessons and benefits from this misconception. First one is, a function is always continuous at isolated point. Second one, to be sure, we should apply epsilon delta definition. We should not believe in pictures. And lastly, if our intuition was that there is no gap in the graph of continuous function. But if this if the domain is an interval, then there would be no isolated point, then our misconception would be conception. In those cases when domain is an interval, there wouldn't be any gap in the graph of a continuous function. Secondly, if I have a continuous function, if I have 2 points in the domain very close, since the function is continuous, its images won't go far away. They would be very much close. But this is again not true. This is false. So if I take a function, like our misconception is right, we may think that the continuous functions near points की image there, that would be near. This thing is wrong. If I take a function 1 by x and I take a sequence 1 by n, and this is a very special sequence. We call this sequence as Cauchy in higher mathematics. And Cauchy means what? Cauchy means its terms are coming closer and closer, and they would be closer as we wish after some instant. And when they, but what about their images? Are they close? How far are they? If you can compute this time, this turns out to be greater than 21. What does that mean? That means that even though xm and xn are very much closer, but the distance between their images, that is not arbitrarily close. Even though function we have taken, that is a continuous function, 1 upon x. So again, so this misconception is also, this thing is also turns out to be false. Again, I want to rephrase this misconception in another language. We want to rephrase this misconception as Cauchy sequences are mapped to Cauchy sequences. Cauchy means terms that get closer and closer. So this thing turns out to be false. What is the benefit of such a misconception? If this misconception is resolved, this gives teacher a nice opportunity to introduce the concept of uniform continuity. And it would also again a nice occasion to introduce the sequential criterion of continuity. In uniform continuity, Cauchy are mapped to Cauchy, but in continuity, that is not true. So again, I come to the next misconception. Here we have this function, and this graph speeds up. As this graph speeds up, and I want to graphically dealing with continuity. As this graph speeds up, the deltas, they are becoming smaller and smaller. So if the graph speeds up, we would get smaller and smaller deltas. So, but if the function tries to become parallel to y-axis, means I want to say that, this is quote in quotes, I want to say that its tangent is vertical. So what would happen to deltas? Those deltas would be very much smaller and smaller. The infimum, we can say minimum here, roughly, that would be equal to 0. In that case, you won't get any uniform delta. I'm dealing with uniform continuity. This is delta in undergraduate mathematics. So it may feel like you won't get any delta which would work for all x. Again, this is wrong. So I'm dealing with the misconceptions which comes due to the picturization of concepts, due to intuition. I want to argue this misconception with an example. If I have a function, this is a sphere with cubic root function, it's a graph, and it tries to be parallel near the neighborhood of 0. Its tangent is vertical, but it is uniform continuous. So if you don't know about the concept of uniform continuous, but still I can say that uniform continuity is a special case of continuity. So after this misconception, in undergraduate mathematics, there is a very important concept, that is Lipschitz functions. And there, we say that uniform continuous function, they needn't be Lipschitz, but converse is always true. So this misconception gives again a very nice opportunity to the teacher to tell them that a uniform continuous function needn't be Lipschitz. Okay, last one. No, second last. If a derivative is 0, rate of change is 0. So function should be continuous. No, continuous. This is again false. So, this is the misconception. This thing is wrong. How is it wrong if I take this function? This function is not constant, but still its derivative at each point of its domain is 0.